feet are away.
Hello everyone, I'm Sam Cassidy and welcome to Seton. Today we're here for girls varsity action. The Seton Catholic Knights going against the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. For the host team, coached by Ron Rivard, we'll give you their positions in batting order. Jill Gadway will be leading off, playing third base. Jesse Rao will be batting second. Third is Jesse Babby, batting third, playing right field. Hillary Trombley playing center field, batting fourth. Sarah Hicks playing first, batting fifth. Stacy Miller pitching and batting sixth. Heather Snide catching, batting seventh. Batting eighth will be Christine Brown playing left field. Chrissy Ziemba will be shortstop, batting ninth. Subs are Tracy Zarplitis and Jess Heinert. For the Seton Catholic Knights, coached by Sharon Relation, Courtney Waldron will be playing left. Duffy Joyner is catching. Katie Castine playing first. Beth Abdulla is, well, I'm a little out of my thing here. Marissa Hamill's shortstop. Beth Abdulla will be pitching. Lacey Arrett center field. Bridget Sorrell second base. Lori Pickern right field and Allison Sorrell third base. No subs today for the Knights. Jill Gadway looks at strike two. Abdullah with the delivery is low for ball. 1-2. Bernie Stewart behind the plate. And Fred Floyd Pelkey out in the bases. Abdullah's delivery is in there. Strike. 2-2. My mistake. Excuse me. Ball three, full count. Abdullah's delivery is nice grab by Abdullah. Fires to Castine to first. One away. That's going to bring up Miss Jessie Rowell. Jess, the second baseman for the Cougars.
Nice job, girls. Nice job.
Delivery is in there for a strike.
Come on, talk it off you.
We're glad when the sun gets a little bit higher. It's ball 1-1. As it seems to be darkening my picture at the moment.
Come on, Beth.
Abdullah delivers, foul back to the screen. Strike. There's one hit to first, but fouls. Strike. There's one looped to second and squeezed for out number 2. One nice thing about the Knights, as you notice, they have Sam Castine emblems on their cap. A right fielder, Jesse Babby with Hillary Trombley on deck, or Trembley. A little high, ball 1 to Babby. We got 2 outs in the top of the first. Low for ball. 1-1 to count on Babby. Sure feels good when the sun comes out, nice and warm. Wind has died down. Strike at the knees. 2-1 on Babby. Abdallah delivers low for ball. And there's high for ball 4. So Babby will take her base and will bring up Hillary Tremblay. 2 outs and a runner on first. Low for ball. 1-1 on Tremblay.
Come on, girls. 2 outs. 2 outs.
First baseman Sarah Hicks on deck. Strike at the knees. 1-2 on Hillary.
Be ready, Court! Be ready, Court!
Ball 2-2. Sectionals will be starting next week. Cougars will be playing in tie. Calvin will be heading there. Strike 3 swinging, and I'll be heading to Keene with the Shazy girls as they go against top-seeded Keene Valley. After 1, the Cougars nothing, and the Knights coming to bat. Bottom of the first, left fielder Courtney Waldron leads things off. Her stance is almost a walk. That's high, ball 1. Stacy Miller on the mound. And Heather Snide behind the plate. Christine is her mother. That's high for ball 2. 2-0 on Waldron. On deck is a catcher, Duffy Joyner. Ball 3. Miller will be all right for a taller batter. Miller delivers. Ball 4. Waldron leads things off with a walk. Catcher Duffy Joyner steps in to face Miller. Strike 1. Throw down to second. Waldron's in. Joyner awaits the delivery from Miller. It's in there for strike 2. On deck is the first baseman, Katie Castine. Pitch is on the outside corner for ball 1-2. Throw back to second. Waldron's back. 1-2 on Joyner. That's a base hit up the middle. Waldron is going to have to stay put on third. And Joyner will stick to first, and the batter now is Katie Castine, the first baseman. Nobody out and 2 on for the Knights in the bottom of the first. No score yet. Pitch to Kate is ball 1. Joyner scoots down to second. Waldron on third. Miller delivers, takes a low and hits it to Gadway. Gadway with a throw to first in time. They get Castine, but Waldron scores, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Give Castine a sacrifice RBI. Joyner moves down to third. Marissa Hamill, the shortstop, is the batter now. Hamill, the cleanup batter. Looks at high, ball 1. Miller delivers, in there for a strike, 1-1. Joyner dancing around off third.
Come on, Marissa!
Pitch is high for ball 2 to Hamill. Pitcher Marybeth Abdullah on deck. That was lifted high in the air. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Joyner is going to score, and it's a 2-0 ball game with 1 out. Abdullah awaits the delivery from Miller. It's low, ball 1. Hamill takes second. Delivery is high, ball 2. Low for ball. 3-0 Abdullah. Strike. 3-1. There's one rifle to Gadway. She picks up, fires to Hicks for out number 2, but run number 3 crosses the plate. With 2 outs, and the batter now is Lacey Arrett, the center fielder. Arrett awaits the delivery from Miller. It's in there for strike 1. A little bouncer by Miller, picked up by Ziemba. She fires to Hicks in time for the out. We're going to move top of the second. Knights lead it 3-0 over the Cougars. First baseman Sarah Hicks leads off the top of the second for the Cougars. She took ball 1. Next pitch is ball 2 to Hicks. Hicks is number 5. She'll be followed by Miller and Snide.
Let her hit. Come on, you can do it.
That's ball 3.
Make it count now. Make it count.
In there for strike 1. 3-1 on
Nice comeback. Nice comeback.
Sarah Hicks.
Same thing now. Same thing. Beth. Don't lose it. Come on, Beth. Right here. Payoff.
Ball 4. Hikes will take the base. And that's going to bring up, I think, Stacy Miller. Yeah,
Fourth at second.
the pitcher.
Allison, move in. Move in,
Well, the
Allison.
Cougars have their lead runner on in the top of the second, but they find themselves trailing at the moment, 3-0. Heads in there for a strike. 0-1. Low for ball, evens the count at 1.
Come on there, Beth. Let her hit, Beth. Come on, Beth, let her hit.
Low for ball. The ball gets away from a joiner. And Hicks scoots down to second.
Come on there, Beth. You need to put it across.
That's low for ball. 3-1 on Miller.
Allison.
Swung on and missed. Full count.
Full count. Make it count.
Payoff pitch is ball 4. It's going to put runners first and second. No, going to throw down to third. Gets away.
Good backup.
So Hicks is safe on third. Miller camping on first. And Heather Snides the batter. Pitch to Snide is low. Ball 1. Miller scoots down to second. Cougars have runners second and third with nobody out in the top of the second. One looped in the air. Left fielder coming in. Nice grab. Throw to home. Hicks is in. It's a 3-1 ball game. That was caught by Courtney Waldron, the left fielder. Low ball 1 to Miss Brown. Christina Brown is the left fielder. Pitch is high, ball. 2-0. In there for a strike. 2-1. Chrissy Ziemba is on deck. That's low for ball 3, 3-1. Ball gets away. Joyner recovers in time. 3-1 count on Brown. Delivery is drilled foul. Full count. And after one a hair high, strike 3. 1 away. Christy Ziemba, I think is how it's pronounced. The shortstop. Top of the batting order to follow. That's low for ball 1. High for ball.
Come on, Beth, right here, Mary Beth.
Ball. In there for a strike. Strike. Full count on Ziemba.
One more, Beth. Come on, Mary Beth. One more, buddy.
Abdullah delivers. Ball 4. Going to put runners first and third. Top of the batting order, Jill Gadway. Jill takes ball 1. We got runners second and third for the Cougars with ball 2. Ball gets away. I think it's going to be, I don't remember now if it's 3-2 or 3-3. 2-1 on Gadway. 3-2 was the score. Ziemba's on third. That's high for 3-1. Abdullah had a good first inning, but finds herself in trouble here in the second. She's on the full count to bring every batter, ball 4. So again, that puts runners on the corners for Jesse Rowell. Pitch to Rowell. Here's ball 1. Gadway's down at second.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Mary Beth. Come on, Jack. Come on, Beth. Right here. Right here.
On deck is Jess Babby. Ball. Ball 3. 3-0 to Rowell. Right. 3-1. Popped up. Should be mine, but I didn't call for it. Fouled off. Payoff pitch to Rowell is ball 4. That's going to load him up for the Cougars. And Jess Babby is the batter. Babby awaits the delivery with the bases loaded. Low, ball 1. I think there's 2 outs. Can't be sure. There's a strike. 1-1.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth. Same thing, Mary Beth. Come on, right here, right here.
Strike 2, swinging.
Nice pitch. Come on, Beth.
Okay, there is 2 outs. Pop back over the screen, not a play. The delivery is strike 3 to Looking, and that's going to retire the side. We're going to move to the bottom of the second. It's 3-2, Seton over the Cougars. It's the bottom of the second, and it's the second baseman, Bridget Sorrell, one of the twins, steps to the plate. She's number 7 in the batting order. She'll be followed by Lori Pickering and her twin sister, Allison Sorrell. There's one a little bit high, ball 1. 3-2 is our score in the bottom of 2. Seton over the Cougars. That's high for ball 2.
Bridget, base hit, Bridget, base hit. Come on, Bridge.
Strike 2-1.
Hit. Go, Bridge, come on, Bridge.
There's a base hit down the third base line by Gadway. Just hit too hard for her to get to it. Shrell leads off the bottom of the second for the Knights. What a single down the left field line. This brings up the right fielder, Lori Pickering. Pickering, I guess it is.
No, I know, but I thought of it.
Miller delivers. Way high, ball 1. Throw it a second. Sorrell is there. Pitch to Pickering is hit to Gadway. Gadway goes to Hicks. 1 away. Sorrell moves down to third. And here's her twin sister, Allison Sorrell, the third baseman. 1 out and a runner on third. Low ball 1. Little bouncer, foul down the third base line. Give that coach a glove. What a fielder.
Come on, Allie. Come on, Allie.
Strike 2. Ball 1 and 2, I think. On Allison. That one's hit high in the air. Gadway's under it, should have it, and does. Squeeze it for out number 2. Courtney Waldron. Ball 1. I would bet she holds the records for walks. That's low for ball 2. Strike. 2-1. Miller delivers a 2-1. That's low for ball 3. Duffy Joyner, the catcher, is on deck. I think. I better look at my paper. Yes, it is. In there for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Nice hit to Gadway. Gadway to Hicks. In time to retire this side. We're going to move top of the third. It's 3-2. Seton. Top of the third. Catcher Hillary Tremblay steps to the plate. Looks at ball 1. Low ball 2. Low ball 3 to Tremblay. On deck is the first baseman, Sarah Hicks.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Mary Beth. Right here, right here. Play catch with Duffy. Come on, right here.
Abdullah delivers in there for a strike. 3-1.
You gotta pull yourself up now. Come on, you can do it. Just go through the motion there, Beth. Have confidence in yourself. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Beth.
Ball 4. Tremblay will take the base.
Good luck.
And Sarah Hicks will step to the plate.
Good talk, Katie. Good talk. Come on, Mary Beth.
Hicks shows bunt and does. Abdullah goes to first. 1 away. That moves Tremblay down to second. Give Hicks a sacrifice bunt. Miller takes the first one, fouls it down the first base line. Strike 1. Pitch to Miller is low for a ball. Tremblay looking for third.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth. Right here, Mary Beth. Nice pass.
There is a nice one, but fouled.
Got two.
1-2 a Miller. There's one. Hit out to right. Scooped up. Throw home. And we got a tie ball game at 3. Catcher Heather Snide.
Run through it, Lori. Go all the way. Don't stop.
Miller went to the opposite field with that one. Throw down to second. Safe enough. So we're tied at 3 in the top of the third between the Cougars and the Knights in girls varsity action. Miller on second. Snide batting with 1 out. Hit to second. Go to first. In time. 1 away. 2 away. Miller stays put on third. Brings up Christina Brown. Pitch to Brown as a bouncer. Out at the plate. We're going to move to the top of the third in this 3-3 ball game. It's the bottom of the third. 3-3 ball game. Duffy Joyner, the catcher, leads things off. She's number 2 in the batting order. She looks at 1 high. She'll be followed by Katie Castine and then Marissa Hamill. I think without looking at my paper. Miller delivers low ball 2. It will be Hamill batting third. Miller with the delivery is in there for a strike. Strike 2 to Joyner. Miller delivers. Ball. Full count on Joyner. Payoff pitch is Zimba. Nope, not able to come up with it. So Joyner is on with a single. First baseman, Katie Castine. Looks at strike 1, throw to second. Joyner's in there.
Come on, Katie Castine. Come on, Katie, she's there for you, Katie. Come on, Katie, she's there. Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie, bring her home. Katie, bring her home. Come on, Katie Castine. Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie.
The 0-1 delivery is popped up. Foul ball. Strike 2.
Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie.
ball one. 1 and 2 on Kate. There's one hit. Ziemba. Ziemba throws to Hicks. In time. Joyner moves down to third. Marissa Hamill. High ball one. 1 out. Castine with a sacrifice moving Joyner over to third. Hamill's a shortstop. She waits to deliver from Miller. It's in there for a strike. 1 and 1. Ball. Uh-oh. 2-1 on Hamill. That's found the gap. Nice try by Ziemba, but it gets by Rowell. 4-3 ball game. That one's going all the way to the fence. I think that could be a home run. Joyner's being sent. And, not Joyner, Hamill. Marissa Hamill with a homer. And it makes it a 5-3 ball game. Maribeth Abdullah looks at ball one. Abdullah hits it to Gadway. Gadway fires to Hicks. In time. 2 away. Center fielder Lacey Arrett is the batter. High ball one. 2 outs, nobody on. The Knights picking up 2. They lead at 5-3 in the third. It's low for ball 2. In there for a strike. 2 and 1. Inside for ball. 3 and 1 on Eric. Lifted in the air. Well, that was Christina Brown right there with the grab. No. That's Hilbert Tremblay with the grab for the final out. We're going to move top of the fourth. It's 5-3 Seton. Heather Snide's going to lead things off in the top of the fourth for the Cougars. She's the catcher. She looks at strike one. Pitch is hit to second. That's one of the twins. And there's one away. Christina Brown is the batter. I think Ziemba's on deck. That's in there for strike one. I believe this is the second game I've done of the Cougars this year. Done more of the boys' games. Strike. Krista Ziemba, shortstop's on deck. Rowell is the left fielder. Strike. Drop pitch. Well, you gotta throw it down to first, and there's got out number 2. Chrissy Ziemba, shortstop. Low ball 1. Strike. 1 and 1. Bunted. Abdullah flips the cast iron to retire the side. We're going to move bottom of the fourth. It remains 5-3 Cougars. Bottom of the fourth, Bridget Sorrell leads off, faces Miller, just outside ball 1. Bridget will be followed by Lori Pickering and then Allison Sorrell. Bridget's second baseman, Allison right fielder. Lori is right fielder rather. That one's popped up. Gadway backpedaling. Squeeze it for out number 1. Now this is Lori Pickering, the right fielder. On deck is Allison Sorrell, the third baseman.
Come on, Lori! Let's go, Lori!
Foul take, strike one.
Come on, Lori. Come on, Lori.
Miller delivers. There's a good one. That's going to drop in there for a base hit into left. Brown picks up, fires into Tremblay.
Good job. Nice hit, Lori. Nice hit. Come on, Allie.
Out. Out. At second.
Come on, Allie.
This is Allie Sorrell. I'm going to get that straight sooner or later. Jesse Rowell is playing second. Trombley is in center. Having a hard time seeing through the viewfinder today. That's ball. The sun is kind of affecting me. Picture is dark in my viewfinder, and I got sunglasses on, so don't brighten it up any. And Brown is in left. Ball 4. This is going to bring up the top of the batting order for Courtney Waldron. Ball 1. Throw to second.
Nice
Safe.
job, Allison. Good job.
Sorrell slides in.
Nice job, Allison. Come on, Courtney. She's there for you, Courtney. Come on, Courtney.
Waldron showing bunt. She does. Jocelyn in front of the plate. Miller fires to Hicks in time. And I think that's retiring the side. We're going to move to the top of the 5th. It remains 5-3 Cougars. Cougars trailing Seton Knights. Top of the 5th. Top of the batting order. Third baseman Jill Gadway looks at strike 1. There's a rip by Castine on first. Gadway is going to have herself extra bases. She's going to second. Heading to third. They're sending her. And Jill Gadway with a home run to lead things off in the top of the 5th. Second baseman Jesse Rowell. Low ball 1. It's a 5-4 ball game in the top of the 5th. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. High ball 2. There's a bouncer to Hamill. Hamill to Castine. Yes, in time. 1 away. Brings up Jess Babby. Strike 1 on the outside corner.
Be ready, Court!
Low for ball. Jess plays right field for the Cougars.
Come on, Beth! Come on, Beth!
Low for ball. 2-1 delivery is a 3-1 delivery. On deck is the hard-slugging center fielder, Hillary Tremblay. Little bunt. Abdullah, well, she won't be able to do anything with it. Close to catching it. Babby beats it out.
Come on, guys! 1 out! 1 out! Talk it up!
1 away. Right. Throw to second. Safe enough.
Come across by the base, Marissa! Come across by the base! Go!
Little bouncer, nice grab by the shortstop. Fires to Castine in time. Out at first, throw to third. Won't be in time. Babby moves down to third. Brings up the first baseman, Sarah Hicks. Pitch to Hicks is low for ball. We're on the top of the 5th with 2 outs. Knights lead it 5-4.
Come on, Beth! Come on, Beth!
Jill Gadway with a home run to lead things off the top of this inning. At the top of the inning, she was the first batter. That one there is fouled. 1-1 to delivery. Count. That one's fouled off. 1-2 the count on Hicks.
Lori, be ready!
One after high one. That remains 1-2.
Here you go.
Evens count at 2.
Come on, Dad.
Hicks awaits the pitch. Takes it on the outside corner. Fill the count. Full count, 2
Right
outs.
here, Mirabad.
Tie and run on third. In the top of 5.
Right here, Mirabad. Come on, Beth.
Ball 4 is going to put runners on the corners for the Cougars. And bring up who? Heather? No, Stacy Miller, the pitcher. Strike 1.
Nice catch. Bring him in. Strike. 2 out. You're running.
Della delivers on the outside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 on Miller. One after a high one, but it's over the screen. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery again is 1-2. A little high to Miller. In fact, way high.
Come on, right here, Mirabad. Make it count.
Well, that's going to even the count at 2. Well, this one should be right down the middle. She put the other one sky high, rolled in the next one.
Come on, Mary.
So this one here will be right down the middle.
Right here.
Nope. Full count.
Come on, Mirabad. Right here. Make it count. Payoff, bitch.
Foul ball. Remains full. Whoa. Everybody's safe. Abdullah probably could have a sore leg out of that one. We got a 5-5 ball game. Runners first and third.
Walk around a little bit. Nice throw.
Heather Snide steps in now with runners second and third. Tie ball game in the top of the 5th. Ball 1's a count. Ball 2. Guess Abdullah's all right after taking that blast off, I think somewhere around the knee. Ooh, another bullet. Wow. Off the end of the glove. And the Cougars are going to take a 7-5 lead. Pitch to Christina Brown. Is swung on a missed. Strike 1. Snide singled and took second on a throw at home. Might be 6-5. I'll have to check that score. Low for ball. 1-1.
Come on, kid.
In there for strike 2. Delivery is high. Evens account at 2. Chrissy Ziemba is on deck, the shortstop. It popped up. Sorrell calling for it and squeezes it for out number 3. We're going to move to the bottom of the 5th. It's either 7-5 or 6-5. We'll check it. Northeastern's favor. Bottom of 5. Duffy Joyner, the catcher, leads things off for Seton. Strike 1. Seton find themselves trailing by 2 now. They've led most of the way. I think they've led all the way. Strike 2. Yeah, they jumped out to a 3-0 lead. And in the second, it was 3-2. Strike 3. And the Cougars picked up 4 in the top of the 5th to go ahead 7-5. Brings up the first baseman now, Katie Castine. Cleanup batter and shortstop Marissa Hamill on deck. That's low ball 1. Katie promised me a homer. We'll see. There's a well hit ball by Ziemba. Well, Castine's on with a single. And now bring up the shortstop, Marissa Hamill. Hamill awaits the delivery from Miller. Whoa, must have been a stealing swing. Strike one. That had to be moved to runner to second swing. High for a ball. So 1 out, Castine on second. Hamill the batter. High for ball. 2-1. Low for ball. 3-1 they count on Hamill. That would have been ball 4. She hadn't swung at the first one. But I think that's the call the coach called for. There's a well hit ball. But a nice grab out there. Castine gonna stay put on third. We're gonna have runners on the corners for the Cougars as Brown fires it in. This is gonna bring up the pitcher, Maribeth Abdullah. Shows bunt. Takes ball 1. Hamill moves down to second. Now we got runners in scoring position. Hamill's a tie-in run. Abdullah's the go-ahead run. In the bottom of 5. That's low for a ball. Ball. 3-0 on Abdullah. Ball 4 is going to load them up for the Knights. For Lacey Arrett. Base is loaded, 1 out. Knights are threatening. Strike 1 to Arrett. She's the center fielder. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to score a run if it's caught even. No, in and out of Trombley's glove. And we're going to have a tie ball game as Castine and Hamill score. Abdullah stays on second and Arendt's on first. Brings up Bridget Sorrell, the second baseman. Strike 1.
Come on, Bridget base hit, Bridget base hit.
A little harder to steal third than it is to steal second.
Come on, Bridget, let's go, Bridget. Come on, Bridget base hit, Bridget base hit.
There's one hit to Gadway. Gadway is going to make the force at third. And we got 2 outs. This will bring up Laurie Pickering. Pickering's the right fielder. She awaits the delivery from Miller. It's low for ball. Runners advance to second and third. Miller's delivery. Oh, there's a base hit down the third base line. That's going to give the Knights 2 more. Sorrell scores. And it's a 9-7 ball game now. And Pickering takes second on a throw at home. Well, this will bring up Allison Sorrell, the third baseman. With 2 outs. Now the Knights picking up 4. It's been a good heading for runs, the 5th. Foul back to the screen. Ball 1 and 2. There's hit to Ziemba. Ziemba flips the Gadway. Tags are on the way by. Retire the side. We're going to move to the top of the 6. It's 9-7. Seton over the Cougars.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth.
Top of the 6. Chrissy Ziemba leads things off. She's the shortstop for the Cougars. She looks at ball 2.
Come on, girls. Come on, girls.
Little bouncer to Abdullah. Goes to Castine in time. 1 away.
Nice play. play, Mary Beth. Nice play, Katie.
Look at this poor young lady working hard. That's Sharon's pride and joy. Top of the batting order, Jill Gadway looks at a high ball.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth. Let her hit. Let her hit, Mary Beth. Come on.
Ball. Strike to Jill. 2-1. On deck is, I think it's Jesse Rowell. Yeah, second baseman Jess Rowell. There's one hit in the air. It might drop. Nice try by Pickering. But Gadway beats it out.
Nice hustle, Lori. Nice hustle.
Sharon's favorite daughter. Strike one, throw down to second. Safe enough. Swung on and missed, strike two.
Come on, Beth, got 2 on her.
0-2 on Rowell. Little bouncer, bobbled. First in time, 2 outs. Gadway stops at third. Jess Babby now is the batter. Jess is the right fielder.
Be ready, Lori Bridget.
2 outs. Runner on third.
Allison.
Strike one.
Allie, move in.
Jill Gadway on third.
Take your time now, guys. Place to first.
Hillary Tremblay on deck.
Okay?
There's a good solid hit. Drops out and right. And it's a 9-8 ball game as Gadway crosses the plate. Kind of limping. Hillary Tremblay shows bunt. Takes strike one. Throw down to second. Safe. Babby gets in. And bounces across the plate for a ball. 1-1 on Tremblay.
Come on, Beth. Come on, Beth. Right here, right here. Block the batter. 2 outs.
Whoa, there's a bullet. Throw comes to home, but will it be in time? No, Babby ties the ball game up at 9. And Tremblay takes second on the throw to home.
Nothing you can do, Allie. Nothing you can do over it.
Sarah Hicks. Ball one.
Come on, come on.
Tremblay on third. Tied at 9, top of 6. Strike. 1-1 delivery. Foul ball.
Put it across, Ben. Put it across.
Delivery is low for ball. 2-2 on Sarah.
Come on, Ben. Put it across. Put it across.
2 outs. Tie ball game and top of 6. Seton Catholic Knights and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. There's one over the top by Castine's glove. Knights take a 10-9 lead. The Cougars take a 10-9 lead. The pitcher, Stacy Miller, looks at strike one. Throw down to second. He's there. A 1-1 to Miller. That's fouled. High for ball. Just one after. A high one, strike 3. Retire the side. We're going to move to the bottom of the 6. It's 10-9. Cougars over the Knights. Bottom of the 6. Top of the batting order for Seton, Courtney Waldron. The left fielder steps in. Well, or does she squat in? Ball one to Courtney. On deck is Duffy Joyner, the catcher, and she'll be followed by first baseman Katie Castine. Miller delivers. Ball 2. Cougars lead it 10-9. Knights defeated Cougars earlier this season. Strike 2-1. At Northeastern, I think it was 13-11, somewhere around there. It was a close game.
Come on, Court, base hit, we need you, Courtney!
Miller delivers low for ball. 3-1 delivery is ball 4, so Waldron will start things off for the Knights with a walk in the top at the bottom of 6. Duffy Joyner moves around those bases so fast she's blowing her leathering right off. Pitch to Joyner is high, ball 1. Waldron is safe at first, at second. Strike, 1-1. Waldron better stay put. There's nobody out there. There's a good chance she might get advanced. Ball. Oh. Waldron safe at third. 2-1 the count on Joyner. 3-1. Ball 4, it's going to put runners on the corners for Kate Castine, the first baseman, third batter in the batting order. Ball 1 to Kate. Shortstop Marissa Hamill, cleanup batter on deck. Low for ball, gets away. Waldron's going to score and tie the game at 10. There's a well-hit ball by Castine. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. Maybe more. Castine in with a stand-up double. Joyner scores. The Knights now lead it 11-10. Still nobody out, and the batter is Marissa Hamill, the shortstop. Pitch to Hamill is low, ball 1. The old wind whipping up there now. Strike. Clouds are in. Low for ball. Swung on and missed. Strike. .22, I think, is the count on Hamill. Maribeth on deck. Foul ball. Foul ball. Foul ball. Should have had that, Sharon. Should have had it. Pitch to Hamill is a liner. To center field. Gets by the center fielder. Castine's going to score. Hamill's on her way to third, and they're going to send her. Hamill with 2 home runs today. And the Knights now lead it 13-10, I think. Maribeth Abdullah. Strike 1. Maribeth is the pitcher. Still nobody out on the bottom of the 6. Bases are empty. That's strike 2. Abdullah hits one down the third base line. Foul ball. Pitch is hit to Miller. Throw to first. I was looking for that airplane. They land right back there. 1 away. Lacey Barrett is the batter. Miller delivers. Strike 1. Pitch is high for ball. 1-1.
Lacey, let's go, Lacey!
On deck is Bridget Sorrell.
High
ball. Ball 3. 3 and 1 on Errant. By Ziemba. And Sorrell. No, Errant is on with a single. This will bring up Bridget Sorrell. Pitch to Bridget is high for ball 1. I believe it's 13-10. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Errant on first. Sorrell the batter. She looks at ball 2, gets away. Errant's on second. Miller delivers high for ball 3-0. All 4. Runners first and second for Laurie Pickren. Pitch to Pickren is low, ball 1. Throw at third. Safe. Double steal by the Knights. High for ball. There's a base hit out to right. Errant crosses the plate. Sorrell crosses the plate. And Pickren's on second. It's now 15-10. Ninth batter to step to the plate this inning for the Knights, and that's Allison Sorrell. So the Knights have 6 runs in, because there's 1 out, and it's the 9th batter. Strike. So 6 and 1 out, 1 on second is the 8th, and this one right here is the 9th batter. So they picked up 6, they lead at 15-10. Have you got that straight, I think? There's one popped in the air. Uh-oh, somebody called somebody off. And the ball drops. Courtney Waldron, who led this inning off, steps to the plate again for the 2nd time this inning. Ball 1. Runners advance to 2nd and 3rd. Old Waldron waits the delivery from Miller. That's high for a ball. Strike. 2-1. 3-1. Safe at the plate as Pickren scores. 3-1 the count. Ball 4. Safe. Waldron will take first. Duffy Joyner will be the batter. And that is what? 8 runs this inning. Duffy Joyner, the 11th batter to come to the plate this inning. Ball 1. Strike. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Somebody pick up and fire in. Runners first and second now for Katie Castine. Katie doubled her last time up. She fouls this one back to the screen. High for ball, evens count at 1. Miller delivers low for ball. That's high for a ball. 3-1 on Katie. Marissa Hamill on deck, shortstop. Cleanup batter. Strike. Full count. Bouncer Ziemba fires the third in time to retire this. No, for 2 outs. Marissa Hamill. Strike. Well, Katie's on the fielder's choice. That's low for a ball. Gets away. Double steal going on by the Knights. Well, it's going to be time for a fresh batter right here. That was popped up. Whoa! Nice grab by Miller. Is able to hang on to it, so we're going to move to the top of the 7th. We'll add up those runs and let you know what the score is. It's the top of the 7th, and we're looking at Sharon Relations' twin daughters here. Now we're looking at the twin Snides. It's ball 2 on Heather Snide. The Knights lead it 17-10. High for a ball. 3-0. 3-1, I think. Pitch is low for ball 4, so the Cougars have their lead runner on in the top of the 7th. Jesse Heiner steps in to replace Jesse Rao. Looks at ball 1. Snide moves down to second. In there for strike 1. On deck is Chrissy Ziemba, the shortstop. Then with the top of the batting order to follow that. Strike 2. Low for ball, 2-2. Abdullah delivers high, full count. Full count on Heiner. Foul down the left field line. Count remains full. Hit to short. Hamill throws to first. No, a little bit short on the throw. Snide crosses the plate. It's a 17-11 ball game. Christy Ziemba looks at strike 1. Throw down to second. Safe. Pitch to Ziemba is strike 2. 17-11. Nobody out in the top of the 7th. Heinrich on second. Ziemba takes high for a 1-2.
Come on, man. Got 2.
2-2. Gets away. Heinrich on her way to third. She's safe. 2-2 delivery. Is underway. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Top of the batting order. Jill Gadway, who's homered once today, steps in with a runner on third. Cougars needing 6 to tie. Ball 1. Ball 2.
Nice glove. Nice glove.
Come on now.
Strike. 2-1 on Jill. Jesse Rowell on deck. Ball. Trying to replace Christina Brown. I hope that's who I said. Ball 4. That's going to put runners on the corners for the Cougars. And Jesse Rowell is the batter. Pitch to Rowell is high for a ball. Gadway goes to second. Now the runners second and third for the Cougars. Raul awaits the delivery. That one there is high into the screen. 2-0-3-0. Abdullah does not want this game to end.
Take your time. Take your time. Runners on second and third. Come on. One out, Mary Beth. Take your time.
3-0 delivery. Strike
3-1.
at the eyeballs. Strike one.
Take your time. Take control out there, Beth. Come on.
At the knees. Strike two.
Take your time, Mary
Full
Beth.
count.
Take your time out there. Take charge of the mound, Beth. Come on. Come on, Beth.
Ball four is going to load them up for the Cougars. Jess Babby with bases loaded, one out. Takes a rolling ball one.
Nice scoop back there, Duffy.
Come on, Beth. Come on now. Come on, Beth.
In there for a strike. 1-1. Whoop, tagged her on the way by, threw to first. No, not in time. That's 2 runs in for the Cougars as Jill tries to run over me. So it's 17-12 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Strike one to Hillary Tremblay.
Nice catch, Mary Beth. Keep it going. Come on. Come on, Beth.
Hillary's the center fielder. And cleanup batter. A little bit low for a ball. Sarah Hicks on deck.
Come on, Beth. Come on. Right here. Go after the batter. 2 outs, girls.
Bouncer off Abdullah's glove. That's going to be on. Oh, Tremblay beats it out.
Knock it down.
Runners first and third
Way to knock it down.
for Sarah Hicks. First baseman Sarah Hicks. Ball one. Runners second and third now. Tremblay scoots down to second. Babby on third. Ball two.
One of you. Watch the runner ahead of you.
Lifts it high. Castine going. Nice grab to retire the side. Nice catch by Katie Castine. And the Cougars have fallen to the Seton Catholic Knights by a score of 17-12 in girls varsity action from Seton Field.
Okay, good job, guys.
Good job, guys. It is the truth. It is.
Final score,
Let's shake it.
Okay, Brent.
Seton Catholic Knights 17 and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars